Hi guys, Aditya here and welcome back to the weekly news update. Moving on to international news. Since the end of the general elections on November 3rd, the entire world waited anxiously for the results. Finally, the election results from the state of Pennsylvania, birthplace of Joe Biden, sealed his victory to be the 46th President of the United States of America. Joe Biden won 284 electoral votes out of 538 votes, with Donald Trump gaining 214 votes. To win, the candidate needed 270 votes. Kamala Harris is elected as the Vice President of the United States of America. She made history by becoming the first woman and woman of color to be elected as the Vice President of America. What next? What next? On December 14, the Electoral College will elect formally President and Vice President of America. On January 20th, the new President and Vice President will be inaugurated. For more details about the Electoral College, check News for Children webpage. In a significant development, pharmaceutical giant Pfizer and biotech firm BioNTech have confirmed that their coronavirus vaccine was more than 90% effective in preventing COVID-19 among those without evidence of prior infection. The company report said that it enrolled 43,538 participants and including people with diverse racial backgrounds, and no serious safety concerns have been observed. With COVID-19 increasing, Europe is back to second lockdown. France and UK are going into an almost complete lockdown, while Germany and few other European nations are mulling for a partial lockdown. In Bihar Legislative Assembly elections, the NDA alliance between BJP and JDU won the elections and Nitish Kumar came back as Chief Minister again. The Bihar legislature has two houses: Legislative Assembly, which is the Vidhan Sabha or lower house, and Legislative Council, which is Vidhan Parishad or upper house. Bihar voted for members of the Legislative Assembly. They are popularly called MLA. Bihar is divided into 243 constituencies and one member is elected from each constituency. In the three phases of the election, people across Bihar voted for the candidate in their respective constituency or the constituency they belong to. With the Diwali festival coming up over this weekend, firecrackers have been the main bone of contention in India, keeping in view of the air quality and pandemic situation. Many states like Rajasthan, West Bengal, Odisha, Maharashtra and the Union Territory of Delhi have completely banned firecrackers. While Karnataka had earlier announced a complete ban of firecrackers, has backtracked its decision and has allowed usage of only green crackers. According to a news report from Gadgets 360, PUBG Corporation has announced it is preparing to launch a new game called PUBG Mobile India that has been created specifically for the Indian market. PUBG Mobile was banned back in September by the Indian government. With Diwali and Children's Day celebration overlapping this weekend, under the famous birthday column, we have Jawaharlal Nehru. November 14 is celebrated as Children's Day, and this year Diwali celebrations also begin on November 14th. In India, we celebrate Nehru's birthday as Children's Day. In recognition of his lifelong passion and work for the welfare, education and development for children and young people. Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, was popularly known as Chacha Nehru among children. He was a passionate advocate of education for India's children and youth, believing it essential for India's future progress. His government oversaw the establishment of many institutions of higher learning, including the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, the Indian Institutes of Technology, the Indian Institutes of Management, and the National Institutes of Technology. Nehru also outlined a commitment in his 5-year plans to guarantee free and compulsory primary education to all of India's children. That's it for this week. Happy Children's Day and Happy Diwali. Do not forget to follow News for Children podcast on Spotify. Bye-bye.